being the war minstrel. Charlie Bryan. Danger Zone. Yeah, hopefully the mic's back now. Can you hear me? 1, 2. Thank you very much. And of course, this is from my set for Noob Radio on Monday, the Clownarmy takeover. 160 BPM is how it should be played, as far as I'm concerned. I am going to ask Charlie Bryan if I can get the stems for it and add a dedicated 4/4 to it. This is what Charlie does best. Right, we can listen to this all night, but we can't listen to this all night because we've got a show to do. Welcome to Shout Out 4 of 2020 Part 2. Yeah, thank you for joining me again this evening. I'm sure that most of the crew in. There's 20 people watching on YouTube, and there's 20 people watching on Facebook as well, and there might be 1 or 2 watching on Twitch. Who knows? Yeah, welcome to the Shout Out second part. So we've got like 31 tracks in the thread this evening. So you're staring down 3 hours. Strap in, buckle up, roll one, make a tea, crack a brew, head in the glue bag, inject some heroin, whatever it is that you do that makes you do that. Sit here, listen to us chat gash about music for 3 hours. You're not going to not hear this voice. You're not going to not, that's a double negative. You're going to hear this voice for the next 3 hours. Anyway, welcome. Seems like I'm on form tonight. Maybe it'll be a quick into the show, who knows? Anyway, Charlie Bryan, motherfuckers. This is mostly Charlie Bryan's track, to be fair. Welcome to the URL. Episode 170. 170, that means that there are loads of birthdays and shit for the URL this year. We got our 200th show, we got our 4-year anniversary. I'm sure someone else can think of something along the way, who knows. Right, without further ado, let's go into the first track of the evening, and the first track of the evening is Carver, Oost, West, Thus, Norriston. Don't even know if I'm saying that right. Janice, just hit that like button, motherfuckers. Yes, please hit that like button. It does help a lot. So, as you can see, a new look URL. This way, over here. We have an EMX this week. And my face is a little bigger. Kay says he's at possibly 500 wanks per show. That's not bad at all. Managed that in like 2 years, 500 wanks, Jesus. Okay, interesting way to start the show. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more about the artist. Oh, hello. Jessica Carver. Artist name is Carver, K-A-V-A. I'm not saying the track again. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, literally, it's gone well quiet. I don't know if I should adjust the volume. It looks like I possibly should. worried about getting spikes. Again, like we're a track-based show, you know. We like tracks, and I'm not, you know. This is. I don't think this is a track. It's more like an exploration into sound. It's fine. It's a little bit better. Oh, that's not bad at all. We've been on 9 minutes. 31 people are now watching on YouTube. Thank you all for joining me on YouTube this evening. Don't forget the sound quality is so much better on YouTube and Twitch than it is Facebook. Yeah, Morgan, this is a massive soundscape, this one. Has just commented, this is definitely a sound design experiment along the lines of what Verm does. Yeah, as soon as I heard this, I had you in mind. But this is so, like your stuff's more chaotic. Random says Jeff Mills trapped in a cat with Chucky. Hey, 100 messages already. We've been on 9 minutes. Big up the URL crew. Clownarmy is awesome. Thank you all for joining me once again. Show 170. I did work out when roughly show 200 was going to be, but I can't remember what it is now. Yeah, Rod, totally experimental. Nah, separate. How did Towel Army? How did Towel become our fucking mascot? It's horror movie stuff or games, you know? It's about that. Unfortunately, like for people who dance, you know, where would you listen to this? Yeah, Duncan, I was thinking the same thing. I could use bits out of it and make it, you know. Darren Sullivan said, where would I listen to this last time I took acid? Yes, that would be the time to listen to this. Again, music is mood dependent, so on LSD this would be a 10. As it is cold, I don't know where I'd listen to it, so it falls around the 7 category. And that's purely on like, is it a track to me basis? Oh, okay. See, it's 16 minute long. You know. Oh, Tony Duncan, 6. The harsh bastard. Russ, it's the orb gone hardcore. Bubbles in the place, how's it going, my love? Mad Dog says later on, I can't, like 3 hour long show, fella? Will you be here at the end? Will you be here when I'm still sat here 3 hours down the line? Will you all still be here 3 hours down the line? See, this bit I like. T-Gold's giving it a 6 as well. No, it's around about a 7, but I think that's being really mean. Buff says you won't be here 3 hours down the line. I know you won't, honey. bastard. Not if it carries on like this. It shouldn't. I can tell you that fourth in the queue we have a Duncan Maybury exclusive. It's so exclusive that they had to make it unprivate 5 minutes before we went online. I was just checking things out. So I like this. Astro's giving it an 8. Yeah, see, Morgan, this is exactly where I stand on it as well. 8 for the inventiveness and some of the sounds and the mixing, but not sure whether I like it or not. See, I still think the mixing could be done a little better. I've had to ramp up all the volumes here to try and get it. Alright, so we've given it 7 minutes. That's a hell of a long fucking time. That's intentionally done. It's bonkers. What a chuffing journey. Like Morgan said, 8 for ingenuity and all the rest, and my didn't take us on a journey. For personal preference, it's probably around about a 6. It was hard to grab onto, but I think that was the whole point of it. I think those mixing spikes were intended. It's more of an art piece, and yeah. So like Morgan says, 8 for the journey and you know where you were going with it and what it was. But for personal preference, just kind of unfortunate though. Unfortunate. I'm going to leave a comment on that one. Oh, engineer up. 6 minutes. I know this guy. I reckon the first is going to be. There you go. So we're just knocking him on a minute to try and get us under a 3-hour show. I know you're all sadists and masochists want me to stay here for 3 hours. Darren, is that how we're rating them these days? More experimental than a Pfizer vaccination. The voice is breaking early tonight. Let me just leave a comment on the last track. Engineer, we know well the name within the circles of the URL. That's a beautiful. Stretch the fuck sounds like a rubber band. Acid, disco and synthwave. It's a solid 8. It's a staple tune, you know. It's one that you pull out your bag that people are gonna like. Yeah, vocals are on point. Everybody loves a 303. It's got a 303 in it. actually like strings in techno. Are you crazy? The high string used to be a staple back then. You remember Access? Womp, womp. Yeah, Big Nana. Yeah, this is a good track. Definitely dance to it, absolutely. And that's what the aim of the game is, or that's where we aim most of our market at, you know, which is why the first track was a little bit difficult to get hold of for me. So Serge is now over on the on YouTube. Welcome, Benjamin. Yeah, solid track. Like I say, I want to give it 8.5. Again, you know, you pull it out of the bag, you know, people are going to dance to it. I might myself pitch it up a little bit. I don't know if you caught my Fanoob set, but I pitched mostly everybody's stuff up to 160, and most of it was about 130, 140. So, just for me, it just brings energy. You know, you heard Danger Zone at the beginning at 160. For me, I think it sounded fucking great. The acid line in this is beautiful, though. Right, moving on. Golden Cap, FTW, Golden Cap bug mechanism, 2018, 2019.
Gears in an insect. Mechanically interacting gears are always thought of as a man-made invention.
Sounds like an advert.
Used in our bikes and our cars. But what we've shown is that a small plant-sucking bug evolved gears long ago. It uses these gears to mechanically synchronise with a very rapid jump.
Sounds like Paul Hellier.
This is the first demonstration of interacting gears being used by any animal. The jump is really very rapid indeed. It takes off.
Okay, so it has a kick. Levels are literally all over the place today.
So it experiences
Vladimir says doing some coding whilst listening to URL is the best thing. That's what I kind of hope people use this as, you know, as some sort of like podcast radio type thing, you know. It goes up afterwards so you can dip back into it and stuff. It just means you can get comments and stuff read out, you know, online on the night. Yeah, there it is. There's that triplets. Andrew Fox says not doing some coding is quite nice too. By the way, Andrew Fox, thank you very much for our conversation earlier. I can't wait until we can meet up in a pub and really hammer it out, you know, in person. Yeah, it sounds very organic. It's probably not at all, and was made in Ableton on an FM synth. Yeah, people did like the chat in Facebook better, but unfortunately more of us are over on YouTube now. And it's kind of good because Facebook doesn't want us, you know? I've seen my reach just get strangled and more strangled and more strangled. There's no reason why we shouldn't be still hitting massive numbers on Facebook. What's the reason? People hate me? Surely that's not the case. But yeah, chat worked better, you could reply better, you send love out. It's a whole different beast being on YouTube. However, quality is better and you get more chat.
Mechanically interacting gears are really a man-made invention used in our bikes and our cars. But what we've shown is that a small plant-sucking bug evolved gears long ago.
Somebody said Facebook wants my money. Yeah, we tried some paid promotions and we got some people in Ghana interested in the URL. But you know, that's like, you know,
demonstration of
I'm happy for that, but I don't want housewives in Ghana. I mean, I don't, you know, I'm more happy for them to join in, but we don't see that many of them in the chats. Psy beat, love the Psy beat, love Psy. Mad Dog gave it an 8. Tony Duncan says Facebook definitely kills the audio. This is true. I did one stream this weekend via my phone just to Facebook, and I did one stream this weekend just to Twitch using Restream, and one is miles better than the other, like miles better. Oh my god, Darren Solomon likes it too, he's giving it a 9. It's a little too slow for me. I like the feel of the track, like it's wet and analogy, sounds nice, but it's side tracks. Oh dear, Boss gonna get the munchies in a bit. So, like, although I appreciate the noises that he's got there, the track itself is a touch slow for me and is well in that psytrance area. Like, production-wise and everything else, it's all good. It's on point. It took you on a nice little journey, but for me, it's a personal preference thing. So this is just about hitting a 7, unfortunately. Nice, but again, where with this, sort of sat down on a beach, listening to it kind of thing. Oh, somebody posted this in the group. Thought we should all check it out.
Call an ambulance, please.
Okay, hold on. Where does it hurt?
My stomach. ちゃんと痛いけど痛い。
救急車を呼んでもらったからといって安心はできません。しっかりと自分の状態を相手に伝えましょう。
I have a bad case of diarrhea.
私はひどい下痢です。
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
It gets worse. It's music related.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. 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 I have a bad case of
肩に手を乗せ
diarrhea.
I have クロスして A bad case お腹をさすって Of diarrhea ジェスチャーゲームの要領
Someone
です。
please
感情を込
remix
めて
this.
やってみま
Ferdroid,
しょう。
Ferdroid, remix the fuck out of this.
of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Yeah, baby. No, eBay, go away. Somebody remix that. It's up in the URL group. So, again, not picking on anybody. Was funny. Was music related. Well done to the person who popped that in the group. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway, this is the exclusive I was exclusively talking about earlier. Oh, listen to that. It's already peaking shit here. My levels.
Somebody astray.
So exclusive, I think this is probably the first play on it. Yep. Hectic but calm at the same time. Ordered chaos. Shit, I haven't actually seen if Duncan's in yet. I hope he is. Oh yeah, he's been commenting. Yeah, there he is. Wait, there's a story behind this one. Yeah, this is Dagger remixing DJ James. I'd pay money for this track. was like, I've just got to see if David will let me put it into the show, and I'm like, man, I'm definitely damn sure he will. It's just a couple of days ago. Sam Fett in the building. Don't forget you can catch a special tomorrow night. I will be sat here, and we will be going through one of the Southwest Network's EPs, probably 2 or 3 EPs, depends on how much time we got. Which reminds me, I still need to download that off of him. The Virgioid says he still has a case of bad diarrhea going on in his head. That's excellent. That means it's stuck, and that we'll get the remix sometime next week, the week after. Darren Cole, you are damn right. This is slick. Yes, it's been said a lot. Eamon Tobin vibe to it. It's been said a lot from Duncan's stuff. And like I say, the Scavenger was all over his last EP, so, you know, if the Scavenger's all over it, you know it's going to be, somewhere near good. Just a sprinkling of everything that you need, you know, some stutters, some dubbiness, groove. Yeah, Jason Marsh, I am inclined to agree with you. 9.5 juiciness. Lead Me Astray, DJ Jones remix. Wouldn't have happened without the Clown Army. That's you guys. Yeah, 9.5 from me.
UK employers.
No, you don't. 9.5 from me. Absolutely stunning track. What would I do to improve it? Really don't know. Right, Art Black up next, who I have seen online. Wonder if he's there. 6-minute long track. I suppose we get most of that in. Let's just drop you on 30 seconds-ish. There we go. Randy says not as exciting as hoped. Oh, and gave it an 8. Still a good score. Still a good score, right? I don't know if this is going to bang. Fredroid's giving it a 9, not shocked. Ah, Benjamin, yes. Totally sounds like a Skinny Puppy track to me. I couldn't get into Skinny Puppy, I tried, I really did. Ragdoll's giving it an 8.5. Again, those sounds are sounds that I would like to chop up, refashion, and just push them a bit faster with a kick drum and a hi-hat, you know? Andrew Fox gives it an 8. I'd love to remix it. See, again, we like the sounds that Worm comes out with. They're really, really industrial. Abracadabra in the building. How's it going, my love? She says morning clowns. So it's really, really hard to mark our stuff as like a track, you know? And it does that way, it's right to the end, doesn't it? You know? Fanny says the same, I like this, although I wish I had a kick and a hi-hat. And I really everything that. But this one just calls for it, exactly. I'm sure I said ages ago, like, alright, if I'm coming over to see you, I'll put some kick drums in your stuff. So like you're hovering around about a 7. We like the industrialness, we like the noises, you know. Yes, it moved as a track, but you know, like a kick and a hi-hat and maybe an acid line and a bass line in there to accompany all those other noises, and you're into like 9s and stuff, you know. But that's not what you do. That's not what you do at all. Anyway, Worm, thank you very much for putting your tracks into the URL. Really looking forward to what you're going to do late night on a live stream. That's going to be very interesting indeed for Clownfest 5. Like everybody else, though, we're all suffering from lack of energy at the moment to write music. It's ridiculous. Everybody I speak to is saying the same thing. Lauren from Us Too is saying the same thing, that she went to write the other night and just nothing came out. And there's a few other people that are saying the same things. Oh, that's going to bang hard. Yep. Here we go. Like, these two tracks that we've just played could not be more chalk and fucking cheese. Am I wrong? You know, we've got Art Black's industrial, noisy, grinding, and just precision. Askel, A-S-K-E-L, lovely, CS Master 7.
When we've got so much to do, so much to do, and I can feel you falling.
Private track 2, exclusive, ladies and germs. Roman, you want to get over to YouTube, man? There's more chat over there. That would be. Skinny Puppy is a massive compliment to Worm. Quarter of his body tattoos is them. Is the TDP album cover. Yeah, I knew that would be the case. Like I said, I've tried listening to Skinny Puppy, but again, it's just not within my... Well, I'm not a big drum and bass fan, but I can understand it's like a better side trance.
We've got so much to do, but everything's falling through.
It is very commercial, very accessible, and well in that, you know. Yeah, Benjamin says the same thing, marketable and nice. Remy gives it a 10. Harry Hunter says totally loving this, 9.5. Mad Dog's giving it 8 catties. Astra's giving it an 8 as well.
Isn't it lovely? We've got so much to do.
Just gonna do a little share and let people know we are on YouTube as well. If you want to do the same, that'd be amazing. Yeah, production levels on that were just insanely good, you know, and like I say, the contrast of going from Verm's track, industrial grind, to that, which commercial drum and bass, just insane for, you know, that's what the URL is all about, my lovelies. Right, so yeah, that was very commercial track, very commercial track, very accessible, absolutely nothing wrong with that, sounded fucking beautiful. Again, a little bit slow, little bit light for me, falls somewhere like an 8, it was perfect and beautiful, you know, if you were out at a party, that came on, and the party was in the woods, you know, that would be a fine time to be listening to that one. Andrew Fox gave it an 8. Darren Cole says, well, I have added it. Great work. Yeah, I absolutely agreed. The programming on it was awesome. Okay, oh, a little bit more drum and bass. Don't know how much that's going to bang.
I know you don't know me, and we haven't really met.
Yeah, Morgan Juniper agrees with Andrew, and Andrew says it scores 8 on the not my bag scale, but it's a 9 to be fair. Yeah, absolutely, just awesome work. And now we've got the flip side of that drum and bass coin. Feel of it, I do. Not too keen on the drunkenness. Right, was there? For all those watching on
Feel My
totally, this one would fry my head if I had shrooms. I liked the aggressiveness of it, but I don't like, or the attitude that it's got. I don't particularly like the drunk feel to it. Kind of gets in the way of me enjoying the rhythm. David Johnson says cool work and gives it a 9. says, I like this type of drum and bass more. And Lindsay Mumford says, anxious. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And then I'm not too sure where we're going to get another 2 minutes of just... It's a work in progress. Did we get this far? I think, do you know what? I'll submit that and see what they say. Right. Yeah, it had attitude and it definitely had a wonky feel to it. But the wonky feel was kind of putting me off a little bit. It like dancing to it would be like this, and that's not comfortable to dance to, you know. So this is a work in progress. I may not mark this one. I'm gonna say I kind of like what you've got. If you can kind of take some of the drunkenness out of it and give me something a bit more to hang on to, we're in for a winner. Oh yeah, about 10 songs in, that sounds about right. Okay, so we had some problems getting this one to me, but here it is now. Hello. Got a very indie feel to it. We're going to get guitars. Oh, this is Darren Sullivan. On a Taiwan mixer, job's gone, but you never really ever missed a couch, lazing, bum skis, and got the right to be the geezer, calling mom for the meatloaf, contemplate the. See you in 4 minutes. Let's see where this takes us. Got some more in store. Not what I expected. Grab for more. Group of mysteries on, blazing on the sunset shore. Rides on the share, but the dime on the dollars lifted. Friends were drunk to the curb, they were gifted. Darren Sullivan, blazing on the sunset shore. I'm sure this is not the stuff you put in last time, my man. 10 mils in the place, right there, how's it going? By the way, those people on Facebook that cannot see all the chat on that's on the other platforms, we can all see your chat. So even though it looks like there's not too many people chatting there is a fair few people over on YouTube. Have a good old night. So we can still see you. We love you. We'd love it if you came over to YouTube, but we're not pushing our luck, you know. Yeah, it reminds me of Mud Honey. Back. No, it's not really my cup of tea either, Tea Gold. Blazing on the sunset shores. Blazing on the sunset shores. Yeah, Morgan, I've just done a round of sharing. Sunset shores. Blazing on the sunset shores. I can't remember his last name, mate. He seems to think that he's got signed in to watch YouTube. That's not the case. You don't have to be signed in to watch YouTube. You might have to be signed in to chat. A-Buck's giving it 17. I like it. Like, I don't really like Beck, but I like the other crunch influences that he's got going on in this. Oh, man dog. Buff's loving it. Sonic Youth reminds me of Sonic Youth as well. It's Darren Sullivan watching. Darren Sullivan is in the place. Yeti says he didn't like the vocals. Big is very nice. The vocals are not really my thing. I kind of agree. But that's like back then, the Mudhoney singers couldn't really sing, you know. surfers vibe in there. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds very grungy. I used to love grunge. On the strength of this, if I was listening to it and I was, you know, back in the day still heavily into grunge and kind of thing, I'd be like, well, let's go check out these people's album. So, Barrett, you've got a good fish in for it. I know some people who still listen to the Lemonheads and stuff, you know, like Puff's loving this. Yeah, David Johnson, I agree. The vocals do sound a little bit harsher than everything else. Randy says 30 years ago I'd have been all over this. T-Goss says 6 from me, so's Darren. Yeah, but that's the thing, you don't have to like everything. I like it. I like this a lot. I'm giving it a grungy 8. Yeah, it's a little bit on the softer side for me. The vocals did sound a touch loud, but other than that, it reminded me of a lot of the artists I used to listen to when I was younger. So you hit the nail on the head that way there. That's not your usual stuff, though, is it, Darren? I'm sure it's not. Jason Marsh gave an 8.6. It's a pretty good score. Oh, Ronald, let's see what. First couple of things this guy put in were very quiet. Jams, and then he put a track in last week which was still quite quiet, which was loads better, but still, again, yeah, Fatty, I can see the reference to the Nirvana influence on the last one. Morgan also says of the last one, I like it if it was a bit more, instruments were beefed up a bit. Darren Southern says, really appreciate it though, URL is the best. I think you're onto a little bit of a winner there. It's nice. And like I say, we're all old farts, as this shows. We are all old farts, you know. Ron, gonna say the same. Who's has to speak for yourself? You're older than me. Oh no, you're not. You're younger than me, but way, aren't you? Anyway, Deagle says 45. Yeah, I'm 45 this year as well. Loving it. Benjamin 44. Yeah, we're all in the old club. Shut up. Yenti says 26. Well, as Grid Mood pointed out in the group chat the other day, you're only here so we can drain your adrenochrome, young man. Sit down and wait your turn while we drain your life force and snort it. Tim Mill says 45 Club rocks. Yes, it does. Yeah, Benjamin, September for me. Buff says she's 24. Do we believe? Do we believe? I don't think we believe. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah, well, the Dark Crystal, that shit's real, man. You know, where do you think these things come from? The youth is wasted on the young. We must harness its energy somehow. Oh, Vladimir, I said the same thing to Grid Mode actually. In the same group. I think it was Grid Mode anyway. Yeah, it was. He said, "Look, I found this spunky loops," and I was like, "Jesus Christ, how old are we? 12 mentally?" There's 17 people of us in that group, so 17 people collectively. We're right 204 years old mentally. Wop from the bass, like a lot of wop wop wop. track here. There is a good track here. It's rig techno, but there's a good track here. Yeah, Reg, exactly what I was about to say. It needs a good mix and master. Tim says waiting for a little more on this. Yeah, well, we're about, we're over halfway now. This is it. Does need a little bit more. And again, rig techno, there's a nice rig techno track underneath this. But if you're taking this to a rig and that rig is already really bass heavy, you're going to struggle to hear fucking anything. Trust me, I know this. I've gone to rigs and just had to turn myself down simply because they pound the bass out of that so much more. So I was talking to Jim the other day and he was like, don't master it if you're going to put it on a noisy rig. If you're going to master it and make that noise and then you're taking it to a noisy rig, you're just adding white noise upon white noise, Clear the track out. You've got a track here. I understand what it is. It's kind of rhythmical and tribal and stuff, but the elements need lifting. I don't want to give a score because it's going to be like 6.5 because I want those elements to come out. Like I say, you've got a good track here, but you just need to mix and master it a little bit better. I don't know if this is one take live or into Ableton separately so you can separate bits out and stuff. I'd like to know. Anyway, Simon gave it an 8, Astro gave it an 8, Dryby gave it an 8, Fatty Asswell's laughing his ass off, gave it a 7.5, Verdroid says yes, something underneath, Tim says the bass demon is real. The bass demon is real, and the problem I'm having at the moment as well is because where my speakers are, unless I step back, I can't hear the bass when I'm listening to it in the studio, but when I'm in the headphones, it's really fucking bassy, but because when I'm making it in the studio, I can't hear the bass, so I'm whacking the bass up, turn the headphones on, it's like, Jesus Christ, you got to make allowances for these things. It's really, really difficult to do on hardware, but just roll the basses off of just about everything other than the stuff that you want creating the main bass, like the kick drum and the bass, but like complement them, complement them. Right, where are we? Oh, you're up for a slice of beautiful. Haven't seen this guy's name for a long time! Marcel. This guy put in some beautiful stuff a while back. Bit of a gash fade in. Nice separation. Nice left rights as well. Oh, too late. 1, 2. There we go. Amy's off for a snack. We'll bring enough for the whole club. Did tell you you're in for a slice of beautiful. This is not a side train. Duncan Crisp is an understatement. This guy's stuff is just absolutely beautiful. Drivey, Amy has turned vegan and loves Sprites at the moment. It's crazy. She'll fry them up and... Slice of crack with a whiff of weed on top. That's no fun. Can I join you? No, this isn't Psy. This isn't Psy. Lindsay, are you in the building? Tell them this is not Psy. Tell the children they're talking bollocks. They're talking rot, Lindsay. Amy wants in on the slice of crack. Yes, Morgan, thank you. Definitely not Psy. Ain't triplets. Andrew Fox, get out of the building. This is not side trance. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go a fish. Yeah, Tim, hopefully I've got a gig coming up in June or July, but we'll see how that goes. I don't get my first injection till it's supposed to be this month. March, April, May, June, maybe. My mum is definitely not side trance. She's like 60s rockish. No, Lytton, side does not mean triplets at all. Mostly. Anyway, is this silence? I'd say no. Grip Moose just joined the party. How's it going, my man? Oh, God, Jesus. Yeah, okay. Reminds me of an old song, woman singing, used in a commercial. Help me out here. Yeah, like, how many of those were there? Randy says not Psy either. No, I agree. It's tech. Tech something. Astro says no Psy. No! Yay! Electronic Science agrees, no triplets in there, so it can't be Psy. Mad Dog says speed up a bit. Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, Duncan, maybe it's definitely got a trancey feel to it. I would agree with that one. Bit more like my late 90s days. Yeah, absolutely agreed. Well, I liked it, and it got us all talking, and that's generally the whole idea of the show. So to put a score on it, I'd have to say it was like for production value, you're up at a 9. For like personal choice, a little bit slow for me, a little bit tech housey than like pounding techno. So you're probably falling around a 707 for me. But like I say, high production levels. High production levels. Defiant gave it a 9. Astro 8.5. Simon says 8.7. Morgan says 8+. Andrew Fox says 9. Rando says 90s. Arabian Sessions. Brain Sniff gives it a 9.5, which I'm shocked at because I didn't think Leaf was a trancey kind of man, but there he is. Okay, Ronald Tolson. I'm just going to give up doing that. Ronald. Oh. Build it as techno. Looks like he's got a double fish in the pick. That doesn't mean anything though, does it? Buff gave the last one a 7. Fnatic gave it an 8.8. Tim gave it a 7. Yeah, indeed. Nice start indeed. That's what the acid line's there to do. Get your butt wiggling. Andrew says, take note, Mark. Here's what you're meant to do with a 303 and a 909. No! And do you know why? as there's a lot of people out there already doing that. And because they're doing that, I will leave them alone to do that in their own way. They travel it. Lucy H says, hello humanoids. Good evening, Lucy. Expression of life from around the planet. Morgan, if you don't put a 909 through some filthy distortion, it won't sound right. It'll sound like a very, very disappointing kicking a box. Doff. 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 Alright, come on, you've got had that same rhythm going now for a while. I'm one to talk. Verdroid, don't you start. Everything's sounding side to him this evening. Good mode's not liking the occasional claps. Sounds like it's made on a 909 and a 303. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. But like, how old are those machines right now? The TD came out when I was like 7 or something. P2s. Yeah, no. 6. I'm now 44. Benjamin 7.7 okay, Bell. It's there. Is it? It's yes, Vladimir, long loop. And this is the problem with those machines. They are a drum machine, they are a bassline synthesizer, and you can have a 4-bar loop. That's it. So this is the TR8, which is their new, and but literally it's that long for a loop. That's it. That's all you've got to play with, and you can only do, I think it's only like 8 or 16 on loop spaces or patch spaces that you've got on an original. That's so limited. I have this as a backup drum machine. I couldn't rely on this because the loops just aren't long enough, 4 bars is fuck all. Alan Corver says, cracking acid line. Yeah, it does sound like it's off of something that might have some pedigree to it. Yeah, and for those reasons, 2 boxes, it's good, it does what it needs to. I'll just plug you back in. But it's very Jeff Mills. It's around about an 8 for me. It's kind of like 8 minus rather than 8 plus. Grid mode is going to snap in a minute with the claps. Well, it is like a 9 minute long track. It is a bit samey. But again, I believe that this was made on some old kit, and it may have been one take or a couple of takes into a DAW, and then polished afterwards after the fact. It's a good enough tune, but that kind of thing sounds so dated to me now, and people they really like that kind of sound. It's like things have moved on. There are so much more you can do with with kit these days. which makes these things like an homage to that sound. And you hit it on the head, but like I say, it's more like 8- than 8+. I hope that makes sense and doesn't sound too fucking... But it's a very purist sound. It really is a very purist sound. And one that took off massively. Interesting pick here. Okay, so we've got some techno. HTTZKKLRD. His Claude. BB124 sub. Oh, Amy, I made it the oldest kit and I'm falling apart. Yeah, that's definitely one of those hippie babies there. They're in the mud and they're crawling around in the mud, and I can't understand. Goddamn hippies! Is there even a kick there? Fuck. Oh, Morgan, that's grim. I'm not even reading that out. Fucking hell. Silent Crawford, definitely a brand note. What an experimental night. What an experimental night. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. Jen, I was going to mention that you might be watching with your mum, and Jen says, Mum's not keen on this one, I won't lie. I can understand why. It's a collection of very angry noises. Hashtag Jen's mum is not down with this, and hashtag I enjoyed that. Amy, I'm not even reading that one out. But Eamon Toburn gets banded around again. Yeah, Nick, Admiral Rig, this would sound epic. Again, it's got very... Wow, 1,000 messages already. Fucking hell, go on, pick up yourselves. Chat's on fucking form tonight. Yeah, Duncan, I thought this might be right up your street. Like it, was too short, could have gone double speed with an amen, but again, that would be very predictable. Somebody says, more skinny puppy again. Kurt says, 9, love the angry sayings. Yeah. It says techno. I mean, I guess it was rhythmical techno. It's a weird track to mark. I definitely think it was too short. Could have gone on for longer and gotten way more twisted. As it stands, I'm going to give it a solid 8. Tigo gave it a fat 8.8, and Darren says, added, I well enjoyed it. Hashtag I well enjoyed it. Oh, Leaf Yospa. Wait, we got to play this one. Oh, then some Mars the Wolf up next.
The future of broadband has arrived in Bristol. TalkTalk Future Fibre is 45 times faster than our standard broadband, with speeds of up to 500 megabits per second. That's fast enough to connect all your devices all at once, so you can enjoy smoother streaming, gaming, and video calling. It's our fastest, most reliable broadband ever, and it's now available in Bristol. Search TalkTalk Future Fibre. TalkTalk for everyone. T's and C's apply, subject to local availability. Standard broadband assumes average speeds of 11 megabits per second.
I'm Alex, and my 18-year-old twin brother Matthew.
One day someone's going to see this show and say, ooh, there is an option here for me to advertise with on their show. I'll advertise fucking condoms, dildos, pot noodles, shin cups, you fucking name it. I'll mention your name so that my followers can see that I am a genuine buyer of this product.
Brain Tumour Research are holding their annual
Fuck it, your second one? No, piss off. Cheeky cunts. Cheeky cunts. Trying to get to him for one. Cheeky cunts. Oh, that's gonna thump. Yeah. Little bit loud. Leaf, Love and Anarchy sound system, dreaming of taking drugs. FXall says, I will advertise being a wise ass. Send me your clips. Send me your clips. You know, that's a brilliant idea. Hi, I'm DJ so-and-so, and I mix this. Check me out. Send them to me. I'll play them. Make them funny. I'll advertise the local fucking shop if, you know. Russ says, want to push my new pills. I'm not, no. Barry Mac says, 9, nice clown music. And Kazan says, nice trashy clown core. By the way, we're motoring through the tracks tonight. We've got about 11 left. Very reserved for you, Leaf, it really is. Leaf says needs mastering again. I just think you need to lift the drums a bit more. Bass might be a touch high. It has got a nice bounce indeed, T-Gold, very nice bounce. But yeah, maybe another master. It does sound like it's kind of... You got a lot of bass. Bow, bow, bow. It's very loud. Oh, wow. Lucy H. Me likey 808. Sapro agrees with me. Yeah, I like it. Up the drums a little bit. David Johnson says, sounds a little happy and needs some darkness. This is very true. This is very, very true. Janice, yeah, I agree with you. Cheeky fun track. Solid 8. Feels a bit mean. Solid 8. Does feel like it might be missing something, Leaf. Too sure what. Like you got bass and then you got the acid line. Maybe just try and slot something in there somewhere. Oh, Fanatic 12,000, give it a 9. Yeah, I'm going to give you a solid 8 on that one, Leaf. Nice, fun, bouncy track, as Jen says. You've definitely put Crazier into the show, that's for sure. I think I might have tagged the wrong person in the shout out earlier. Strap in. I think this is going to be dark. Zen's in the house. How's it going, my man? Joby, now's not the time to be sending me messages, my man. Especially those. I'm not going to show. Could be a little louder, excuse me, Miles. Shot, I will say. Live on Facebook. If you go and find these nuts, you'll find it. Nice switch up. Oh, chat's coming in thick and fast. Barry says, started a little weird, but a solid 8. FTAGM, what does that mean? What the... Apparently this was 180 BPM, Jesus. The brake's good, the brake's very good. Be a touch long. Random wants the bass cleaned up a little bit, but an easy 9.
When I glimpsed a certain object walking solemnly against devil, my eyes, perversely shaken open, gazed for an instant upon a sight which no human creature could even imagine without panic, physical exhaustion, and fear.
Back in and led with that break beat. You think we can't speak Dutch? Ugh, God, I'm shattered. I didn't shoot my load early tonight. Too far. Personal preference? Right now, Benjamin, over here, it is cold, it is kind of wet, and it is dark. Brought that in somewhere around here. I understand why you've done it for DJs to mix out. radioactive mushroomy kind of sound. 03 is giving it a 10. Yeah, it's a 9 all day long. Like the break was a quirk. And worked as a break. Might have been a tiny touch. Again, this is all personal preference. And we're listening to it cold as well. We're not on a dance floor. I might have come back in with a 4/4 and got the 4/4 crazier rather than relying on that beat to move it through. Anyway, stunning track anyway, Miles. Love what you do. Keep doing it, and like the experimental kind of breaky bit in there, I just think you might have overcooked it by the time you got to here. Miles is an upstanding type of person. I'm pretty sure he can take the criticism with the love that it is intended. I hope so. Anyway, same for all of you, you know. Sully Skills, somebody else you can catch at Clownfest. 5. Sully Skills, new beginning. Like I say, I don't mind that commercial drum and bass sound. I know people like it. And if people like it, they're going to dance to it. And if people like it and they're going to dance to it, it would stand to reason that you would want a flavour of that at your night. Right? Sully Skills, ladies and gentlemen. I wish everything was on this side. I could then go, Sully Skills, ladies and gentlemen.
I find that it's easier to be part of this mess. The time you spent getting me on your side has been part of.
Kazan says thanks for the feedback, everyone. Miles, we love your stuff, and I've heard it become more and more clear as time goes by. Some of your earlier stuff was a little bit in the high frequencies, and it was almost on that distorted, and you've edged it back now, and you can hear the tracks. David Johnson, hell no, get out. Thought I would jump into happy hardcore after that intro. I kind of agree. It did sound like I was going to. Actually, it didn't. It's been a pleasure to meet you as well, the 2 times. I remember the first time I met you, I was a bit scared because I was in Belgium for the first time underneath an underpass at a free party, and I don't remember much of that. The second time I met you, absolutely awesome, bloke. Really, you, your mum, the whole vibe that you've got going on where you are at the moment. I believe that Sully Skills is in the Darren Cole camp, and he has just said it's a beauty. It is. I expected a female vocal, if I'm honest. Faddy, get over to Facebook. Depends on where you're viewing as well. Are you viewing the Pierrot stream, or are you viewing the stream that's on my old account? Because I can't stream to my new account at the moment. Because, yeah, the one on the Pierrot page tells me there are 6 people that are watching. And people, why are you still on? Get out of fucking YouTube. It's going to be a personal preference on this one. The male vocals weren't expected. I expected it to be a female vocal, but that's preconceived, ideas. Where can you buy this track? I don't know if you can buy this track, Lucy. However, I will link you up and you can send him some messages. Here you go, Lucy. This is Sully Skills, Anthony Sullivan. Tap him up. Yes, Miles, please do pop into the studio anytime. You're welcome with open arms, my man. Open arms, open arms, open arms. Ah, Lindsay Mumford says track of the night. Good grief, it's getting some fucking love. So yeah, Lucy, I don't know if you've seen, but just in the thread, I put a link to it. light and fluffy for me. 707 score on it. You know, a little bit more edge, a little bit more dirty, but then you're into a different track, and that's not what you're creating. So what you created, the production skills are lovely. Personal preference score 707. Still a good score. Good. I'm glad that is the case, Lucy. I want to subscribe to Sully Skills' page myself, and I advise you all to do the same. That was a slice of lovely. Slice of lovely, I tell you. Slice of lovely. 8 fucking subscribers, man. That is a crying shame. Sully Skills, ladies and gentlemen. You can catch him at Clownfest. I can't remember which day he's on because that information just does not go in. If it was in front of me...
Co-op Car Insurance presents
we've already
The
done
Switch.
an advert this evening. Purple Flame by Yenti. Janet says best track of the night so far. A little bit light for me, Jen, but I understand where you're coming from. We'll stay there, okay? Fanny, I was literally about to say the same thing. But as you see, there is no audio playing. That is quiet! It's almost like there's a radio in the background, I can hear Turkey voices. Morgan, your tracks are always welcome, mate, always welcome. It's a slog till we finish tonight. How long have we been going for? I mean, an hour and a half, I don't believe it. Halfway through them. Buff's loving it. Are you in a K-hole tonight or something, honey? Ah, Lynn says the router crapped out and she lost Kazan's track right in the middle. Darren Cole say, go on, Yenti. David Johnson's giving it an 8 for energy. I'm going to give it an E for effort. Dog, stop sniffing my bottom. Come say hello to the viewers. Come on. No, I don't want a little fight. Come with hither. Oh, that is the end of that. We've stopped that. Yenti, oh man, it sounded like somebody said it sounded like old 80s trance, was it? 80s, 90s trance? Yeah, it kind of did. Like, you know, just before MIDI was invented, you know, and everything was kind of like press and hope it would run. It literally sounded like there were 2 tracks clashing with each other, and it sounded like there was a radio on in the background. Oh, we're going again, are we? No, we're not. No, we're not. Interesting collection of noises, Yenti. I'm going to give you an E for effort. It needs some tidying up. Excuse me 2 seconds. Right, moving on. We've had a request. I don't usually do requests, but I thought I'd do it this time.
Call an ambulance, please.
Okay, hold on. Where does it hurt?
My stomach. ちゃんと痛いけど痛い。
救急車を呼んでもらったからといって安心はできません。しっかりと自分の状態を相手に伝えましょう。
I have a bad case of diarrhea.
私はひどい下痢です。
Hold tight for the best tune you've ever heard this year.
Of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
肩に手を乗せ I have クロスして A bad case お腹をさすって of diarrhea ジェスチャーゲームの要領です。感情を込めてやってみましょう。
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad
You're a cheeky bastard. Yeah, it's back on now. Shh. Unsigned says Digitac. I recognise those sounds anywhere. Virgil says, who's posted that video? I'm guessing you're talking about the I have a bad case of diarrhea. That was Manny, I can't remember his last name, begins with a T, Tanjali or something. Yeah, it's in the group. Manny. It's a touch muffled, Linz, I agree. But it's head and shoulders above the last track that he put in, which was like 2 years ago or something ridiculous. Yeah, Andrew, I agree. It's very future sound of London. It's very good. Virgil says, Manny, you are the best. Yeah, I did giggle when I saw it. I was like, okay, so as like the owner of the group, I need to go through and see what people are posting. What's this video? I hope it's okay. Right, yeah, that's fine. Oh, that was it. I think for what it is, it was a good little ambient track. Like I say, very future sound of London. If you like your ambient, good little track. 2 minutes and some is not very long, and for that reason, I'm going to give it a 7. Let's move. Oh, this is the dude that painted me, which I need to call them about tomorrow. DJ Morrison Burning. Ah, yes. He's only just started making tracks. Not like only just, but has gotten back into it, kind of thing. Oh, hello. Yeah, people saying it's all the same thing. Tico gave it a 7.5. Amy Buffum said it's making her brain skip. She's obviously on camera. Andrew Fox says 7, and Benjamin agrees with me. Says 7 too. Excuse me, hang on. kick. Ladies and gentlemen. See, Droby's loving the kick. It sounds. Marcel's giving it a 10. Jesus Christ. Faddy says, what wheeled you out tonight? Happens from time to time, my man. Happens from time to time. Really does. Yes, there have been a lot of experiments in this evening. And like I say, I know this guy is only just kind of starting out making music again. I think he used to write it back in the day. Yeah, Ben. I think Ben says, could you something to make it marketable and cool, but I like it, it's neat. Yeah, feels like it could do with a little bit of just a little bit of a remix. Not remix as in like change it around, but mixing the levels. Yeah, Jim, my feelings too is build it as house, but it's not, the kick's not there to make it house. And everything else, right. Is it Paul? Yeah, Paul. You've got a track here, you have a track here. I think you need to take it back to the sequencer and just edge some sounds down a bit, bring the percussion out of it, take a little bit of mud out of it. Easier said than done, I know. Yeah, Jim, I agree, some really good elements in there. Like the guitar work, might be a bit hectic sometimes. Kazan says, this is good. Marcel says, now it's an 8. Needs a little bit of tweaking to like slot it into the house vibe or slot it into a tech vibe. It's got its own kind of vibe going on, so it's going to bring that flavour to the party regardless of whether it takes the step into one or the other. But it is, I like it, it needs a reshape, and I'm going to give you 707. House track I made, see what you think. Interesting, very, very interesting. There is definitely a track here. At the moment it feels like it's 2 steps away from being a track. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, T-God gave it an 8.5. Kazan says, getting hippie fat boy vibes. Yes, but that kick off the early album as well, better living through chemistry, but that kick needs to be brought up a little bit in the percussion and some of the sounds, pinned down a little bit and maybe sparsed out a little bit more. Remember, less is more, people. I'm finding this out these days. Less is a lot more. Right, we have I believe it's 11 tracks left in the thread to go. Oh, 303 Breakbeat. Break Street? 303 Break Street. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Check this out. That is as loud as I can get it. Just doing my job. Just doing my job. what's up? I'm gonna say it's very nice to have some old faces back. It really is. And it's strange because you get like some regulars almost every week, and then you get like a different mix of the army, you know, depending on who's available, you know. Vegan tech. Veg tech. People like Psy. Lindsay says my taste in Psy again, yeah. People like Psy, you know, it's got a good flow to it. There's no real edge to it. It's very easy to access. I would like to know what he's firing the fruit to, though. Buff says, I'm interested in vegan tech. Okay, still talking about diarrhea? Yes, Kazan, more Belgian goodness. Seems to be a sign that has gripped your nation. And he's got some modular. That's the screen that's just been entered down there. Yeah, this must be two guys then. Oh, no, it's one guy because... Oh, wait, I don't know. I thought it was two. I'd like to know what part the veg is playing in this bit though. Is that carrot secretly sequencing this shit? Is the carrot doing all the work here? It's three guys, 303 Brink Street says. Yeah, dude, I'd be very interested in giving you a set at Clownfest 6. July, Augusty time, I haven't really pinned that one down yet. If you're interested, by that time we should genuinely all be out of lockdown. A year of Clownfest before we get let out, eh? Crazy. Yeah, Linz, we all need to be out in front of a rig at some point. It's getting a little bit fucking ridiculous. Yep, 303 Break Street, please do. What tends to happen with Clownfest is I'll put a poll up and then everybody puts the names of the people they'd like to see in the poll. Depending on how many slots I've got, I don't think I'm going to be doing 5 days again because I think that's going to fucking kill me. So it'll probably end up being a 3-day festival on the next one. Depends on where it falls, if there's any bank holidays or whatever. I am going to give you a solid 8 on that one. I'd like to know more of what the vegetables are doing at the end. Did you just put them in at the front for visual elements? Or were they actually doing something? Yeah, solid 8 anyway. Lovely Arabic kind of sound. Sounds very much like Miles, but again, you come from the same sort of country. And I believe you've done some work together. I'm pretty sure the remix that DJ Jones did was of you guys. I'm sure of it. I could be very wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I usually am. Okay. Oh, hello. Yeah. Right, 5-minute track. I just want to see. Yeah. No, alright, okay. Oh, no, it wasn't. Alright. I was wrong! Ben, I'm usually wrong, I really am. And in this case, I was. Unsigned. pt2, The Beast, free download, people. Expressions of life, and we all express in different ways. And the reason we express in different ways is because we've had different backgrounds, we've had different influences. So we like little bits of this and we like little bits of that, and we kind of all meld it together and present to you the art that is ours. Solid 9, but let's see where it goes. You've got my attention. Statement, not one opinion is right. Nobody's opinion is right. They might be right to that person, but that's only because they can only give you advice from their point of view. They can't give you advice from your point of view because they are not in your shoes. Which makes this a great place to meet, because we totally understand that there are different flavours to music. I like this a lot. It might have dropped down from a 9 to an 808. Nah, Drivey's jerking to this. Can confirm that's probably is what Drivey's doing right now, is wanking to this after the photo that he just sent me. FXall says, I like strawberry. I like strawberry also. I don't mind banana. Pineapple is okay, but only on occasions and with cheese. Yes, you can put pineapple on your pizza if you so desire. It's your pizza, you can do what you want with it. But let the people who put pineapple on their pizza be. You got pineapple on your pizza? I'm going to argue with you for the next 10 minutes about how that is wrong, and you are the abomination, and you should get the fuck out of my store. I'm not selling you a pizza with no pineapple on it. It's wrong. Blueberries are quite good too. I like blueberries. With a bit of cream, ice cream, some, what's that, granola. On pizza will literally split a room down the middle. You can't do that. Banana and chicken, lovely. Pork and peach, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, dude, big sound on that track, big sound. Got me excited, started talking, and that's what track wants to do. I'm gonna say 9 minus. Which is not quite a 9, but it's literally licking the asshole of a 9 and saying bit samey and rhythmic-y, but it had a good groove to it and it pounded along nicely. So you're almost at a 9. Techno track of the night so far. I see the chat is all about pineapple on pizza right now. But yeah, let me just open up Hitchcock Guillotine, who sadly had to drop out of Clownfest 5. which is a shame. But we are, you know, he has been replaced with another artist very, very quickly. But it's just a shame that we won't experience the full 20 minutes of a Hitchcock guillotine at Clownfest. However, he has put a track in for us to hear this evening, and here it is. Rando, you started it. Yeah, I did. Amy, my voice is on the TV.
Look at what you have done.
Apparently this is a remix for Hitchcock Guillotine.
The sons of Adam have won.
David Johnson, a remix in T2K. Yeah, say hello Tito if you want to tell me to do it or stop me from doing it. I don't think he's in the thread, David. But pop him a message, he ain't gonna, you know. Can't imagine he's gonna mind too much.
I'll take your place, responding kind. We're like a dove.
But yeah, if you like pineapple on your pizza, pineapple on your pizza. If you don't have a go at people who do. Tell you a little analogy after this. Benjamin says, dude, this is a skinny puppy day. You are a virus. Hitchcock Guillotine remix. It's a remix. Like I say, I'm most miffed that he's had to pull out. But totally understand. Jack Houdini's had to pull out as well. Apparently he's getting to see his family after a complete whole year. So I'm like, mate, go do it. Benjamin said, pizza is my favourite food. Because you have a favourite food and you put pizza on it. On a pizza. Why I am miffed that there is no Hitchcock Guillotine at Clownfest 5. Quality stuff. Reminds me of Rammstein and like Ministry.
Its power's mine. Together we are divine. Devastate the masses.
Yeah, David Johnson, put pineapple in a curry. Put pineapple wherever you like it, you know. I wouldn't put it in a shepherd's pie. That's just me. You can. Hitchcock Guillotine is there. The main distorted synth part on this was just one improved modular jam over a vocal track, then I built it around that. Are the vocals yours, Hitchcock? Mike. It's very aggressive, young man! That's just not digging the voice. We shall find out if it's his vocal take. Morgan, I can't even fucking pronounce that last word, so I'm not going to try. To comment as to whether it's his vocals or not before I start talking. It doesn't look like he's gonna. So I'm gonna start. It sounded like Rammstein, right? But like, You can't understand what Rammstein is saying, so it doesn't matter if it sounds cheesy as fuck. When that kind of voice is in English, it kind of has that cheesy sort of element to it. Oh no, it's not your vocals. Excellent, thank fuck for that. Because I gave some constructive criticism about it. However, it fitted very, very well with the track, and I liked it a lot, like a lot. And I'm very, very, very disappointed that you cannot make Clownfest 5, and I'm hoping that you can make Clownfest 6. It is not a problem, my man. We understand these things here at Clown Army. We are not going to chastise you or anything like that. We are going to say, please, 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 if you got time, send us another track next week. Oh, not next week when we put the shout out up, but the week after. The URL is taking a week's break, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll go into that a little later. As for that track, you're going to get a solid 9. Solid 9. I like what you do a lot, and yeah, keep doing it, mate. Keep doing it. Right, we're still talking about fucking pineapple on pizza. Jesus. Oh, Max is up next. We haven't seen this name for a fucking long time. What have you been up to? You didn't even put your name in the URL thread for in the Clownfest thread.
Gepackt von einem Maiermorgen, schönen Maiermorgen. Gepackt von der Schönheit von diesem Wald. Auf einmal hatte ich das Gefühl, jetzt sehe ich...
He's still talking about diarrhea.
Nämlich wunderbar. Und plötzlich geriet ich in einen Zustand, genau mit dem, was ich als Kind erlebt hatte.
Oh. Somebody says that was Albert Hoffman.
Das ganz
okay.
Entscheidendes. Dieses Erleben, dieses kindliche Erleben, ist Glückseligkeit.
Interesting noises, Max.
Und ich bin dann der Sache nachgegangen.
I like Max's sound. I do. I really, really do. He's taking this a bit personally because he makes psytrance. He's taking this a bit personally. This is a joke that's getting out of hand. That should go away, but I'm not letting it. And trust me, it is a joke. I really like what Max does. Very, very limited kit in the E2. He might have a sequencer hooked up to it somewhere. I've seen a push, and he wants to get a neutron. And I think he should. Oh, am I? 1, 2. Thank you for the feedback, people. I should be a little bit more quiet. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes break from my voice.
Gelesen hatte, vielleicht sind einige, die das getan haben, dann werden Sie sich erinnern. In der Einleitung beschreibe ich ein Erlebnis, das ich als etwa 8 oder 10 Jahre alt war.
soon as it started, it was over. Oh, the track is Albert Hoffman now. It all makes sense. Nice track, Max. A little bit short. Really liked what you had going on in there. Again, personal preferences. You're around about an 8. Somebody said it needed a bit more. I thought it stood alone as a track. I thought it was nice. Great selection of sounds that you're pulling out of your E2, mate. Really, just great selection of sounds that you're pulling out of your E2. Actually, I could have listened to that for longer. Like, literally, 4 minutes 30. Not long enough, my man. Not long enough. Could have listened to that for a lot longer. Oh, Mick Nunn. He was very impressed with how his tracks went down last week. Hello? Trying to find sound levels. Max says, yes, I understand, next week. Brilliant. Excellent, brilliant. I feel like I got like a robe on. It looks really weird. Rando, quote me on what? What I said. You're expecting me to remember this is one of the things that a buff hates about me more than anything in the world. Halfway through a conversation, I'm like, what are we talking about? Yes, Kel Islam, as soon as you've got some tracks ready for us, send them our way. Just want to edge it down a little bit. Who's this got a link? I have indeed. Mick Nunn? Thought you might like this, Tim. It's very up your street, eh? And this is what the URL is for. You're on the network. You're on the network with people. Oh, it's going to be like just after 10 finished. I've just given you a link there, fella. Kel, you're close. You're close, my man. You need to be... And you've got about half an hour to get it in the right thread. Woo-wee. I can't share. Right. Kel, you've got a half hour to get it in there. Inside by tampon. I'm so sorry. That's Jonathan Arcross just joined us. I'm getting old, I need glasses, and the PC galaxies far away. Nice, if a bit open and airy. It's definitely a more ambient breaks kind of tune. Like nothing wrong with it at all, just needed to be a little bit faster for me to grip onto it. So 707, great track though. Barry says cool, bit boring though. Exactly, which is why boring's not like, it's like I keep saying. I was going to say something else as well. I can't remember where it was now. Anyway, you can think something shit. You can think it's shit, but give somebody that constructive opinion. I think it's shit. That doesn't help anyone. I don't like this because it's not fast enough for me, or it doesn't grip me, or there's not enough going on in it. You know, those are the ways you can say that it is a little bit repetitive, and hopefully sound like you're not a dick coming across with doing it. Anyway, Astro gave it an 8.5. Zen gave it an 8. T-God gave it an 8. John Alchemy says Professor Mark. Yeah, I can't make Eddie from bottom jokes anymore, otherwise I get banned from streaming. I'm still banned for another 10 days. Yeah, nice track, just a little bit low and slow. It had grit, it had attitude. It was a lovely track. I think my 707 is a bit mean, but that was because Morgan says a bit boring equals somewhat repetitive, needs more variation. Exactly. Mick says thank you for the feedback, but at the moment you're appealing to high energy people. You know, we like our high energy. That track was great on its own, my man. It really, really was. You know, nothing wrong with it at all, because it comes from a different sort of musical perspective than we do, you know. It comes from a low, slow kind of, this kind of, you know, effect, which you know, we all dig from time to time. Anyway, somebody who wants a set at Clownfest. So, I remember this guy. So, we are now seeing whether all of us as a collective, because Clownfest is as much yours as much as the URL is yours as it is mine and the clowns. So, do we want this guy playing at Clownfest? It's gonna bang a bit. Absolutely loving these sounds. Someone give me some feedback on the sound, please. Got me worried I'm a bit loud. Darren ASAP, my man. If you got a set ready, send it in. So far, we're a minute and a half in. Unfortunately, but I like it. I like it a lot. Track of the night so far. God damn it. was fucking beautiful. How that guy has flown under my radar for so long, I don't know. He was like, "Hi, remember me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do, kinda. You featured in a video, I think, that for Doghouse at some point." And he's like, "Yeah, have you forgotten about me? We'd like a set." I'm like, "Oh, we'll chuck something into the URL and we'll see how you do." Yeah, I think I'd like to see some more of your stuff, please. Oh. Ah, is that Barry Mac? Is that you, is it? Dude, that was fucking phenomenal. For me, that was track of the night. Like, easily, just sounded beautiful. Right.
Every front door unopened. Every...
Goodbye. T-Gold! You're still there, right? We may have a dropout if you can get a set ready by like the 1st of April, then there may be a slot ready for you at this Clownfest as well. Doesn't have to be anything new, doesn't even have to be particularly live, can be a stitched together set, just as long as it's a set of 20 minutes. Hello, Savage Kit, well, it's not his sound. Arcane Audio says, "I was my protege with a little help from me." Yes, I tend to find me is good for help. I like me. Yeah, that was just an absolute cracking track. Getting a little loud, I'm going to knock you down a little bit. Oh, set is ready to go. Okay, well, I'm waiting on 2 confirmations at the moment. If one of them falls through, you are in. Do a coffee, but I know that we are heading towards the end of the thingy. Okay, just remix it already. Just remix it already. Which reminds me, find some more players out with. Some serious fucking bass. We had 4 tracks left. Who's of these sneaky bastards who keep fucking putting tracks in? Inti Smith up next. As soon as we got 8 tracks, I'm definitely going to go make a fucking coffee. Inti's track is video. It's a bit long. And it's a touch samey. David, I'm not even feeding into it. I'm not even feeding into Kay's diarrhea. track that we had that got put in that sounded like it was like a 909 and a 303. Yeah, Zen, agreed. I like the basics, needs more right now, exactly. But this is, like, I'm sure this is done on, like, you know, 2 pieces of kit. I'm sure of it. Solid, capable track, but again, 707, touch dated these days. Sounds fine, the acid line's nice and stuff. No, it's not. Oh, what is it, T-Gold? That's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, Morgan, it definitely sounds like two, but for me, you know, if I was listening to this, I'm like, this is just a drum machine and a thingy. Bass was insane, everything was fucking rumbling though. Oh, it's Fruity Loops, okay. Bass is insane, mate, the whole thing is vibrating here. Gonna stick with, actually, I'm gonna give you a 7.9. Darren Cole says great stuff. I well enjoyed that. Alright. T-Gold, thank you very much for your contribution to the URL. Keep putting your tracks in. Very, very old school vibe on that one. And if that is your thing, that is your jam, then you are going to love that track. I can appreciate it for what it was, but unfortunately for me, I just need that little bit more going on in there. Like I say, it did sound like it was on 2 boxes. And if you ever wanted to pass as a hardware... Oh, 3 minutes, Inty? Right. Everybody is talking about the 80s, and rightly so. Like I can hear, and this sounds like a riff from something else. Abracadabra, ladies and gentlemen, absolute slice of beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Really like what Avril's doing at the moment, Abracadabra. She's very informative with the stuff that she does. Takes you on a little journey, and that was a lovely nod to the synthwavey 80s sort of stuff. The only thing I didn't like about the whole thing was the snare. And that was it. It was just too computerized. But that's exactly the era in which you were going for. You know, when drum machines became digitized, and you know everybody had them in fucking drums, and they in music, and they sounded horrible. Or to me, they did anyway. It's like snare sounds like therapy. I don't know if you know Teeth Grinder, but that fucking piccolo snare. That's what every fucking snare should sound like in the world. I don't like System of a Down snare. It sounds like hitting a wet fucking box. It's horrible. Every time I hear it, I cringe. So yeah, apart from the snare into beautiful track, I'm going to give you an 808 on that all day long. Zen says he loves 808s, 80 snares. Fucking honestly, it's maybe because when like I got a keyboard and you listen to the drum patterns, I'm like, that sounds nothing like an organic hit. What the fuck? I want to play guitar, and then like because I'm entering into it with the wrong mindset, so, and that prejudice stuck. Anyway, Abracadabra, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful, beautiful stuff, and you can catch her at Clownfest 5 again.
If you want happiness for an hour,
this guy's track last time went through the roof.
If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness
just gonna lower some levels,
inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't
Jonathan Arcross, Clownfest! Yeah, it's going to be pretty epic, it really is. I don't know what the theme for the next one should be, so anybody got any ideas, let me know. It's around about Easter time, I'm guessing.
Explore, dream, discover.
Or is this one Easter time? No, this is Easter time. I'll shut up.
Keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden where the flowers are dead.
Yeah, Darren, happy to. Would love to create, music's music. I'll create a side trance track, I really will.
I will not follow where the path may lead, but I will go where there is no path, and I will leave a trail.
Yeah, Rando, I agree with you. Already love it, just a little end needs sharpening up a bit, agreed. Like his last track just went down a fucking storm.
Means paint, and that voice will be silenced. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. The wind will not serve, take to the oars.
Inti, there is no such thing as a perfect snare. Just wondering if I can... Probably gonna get hammered for this. I'll show you I would endeavour to show you the perfect
mind is made up,
snare, Inti.
Diminishes fear.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get hammered for it though.
Teach thy tongue to say, I do not know, and thou shalt progress. I slept, and I dreamed that life is all joy. I woke, and I saw that life is all service. I served, and I saw that service is joy. Time is too slow for those who wait, too swift for those who fear, too long for those who grieve, too short for those who rejoice, but for those who love, time is eternity.
It's got a nice nice message behind it as well.
Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up.
Piano teapot, spot on. I'll do exactly that. This is a little slower than the last track you put in. I was expecting faster and a little bit more, but I like the more laid back approach to it. Like the vocals over the top of it, like the message behind the vocals as well. Ravex, ladies and gentlemen.
Find a place inside where there is joy. The joy will burn out the pain.
And like I say, very surprised to hear that kind of a track after the last one he put in. His last one was Raging Away in the Land of Hardcore, I'm sure it was. That one, like I say, that was much more, had much more progression to it, even though, you know, it was a little bit more, but yeah, I liked it a lot. What am I going to do with a score on that? I think 808 it is good, because, you know, I was expecting Raging Away. I think that's probably why I'm giving the 808 score, but the 808 score is still a good fucking score, right? In fact, the message behind that track was an awesome one, right? This may not work. All right, listen to the snare. All right, that's enough of that before we get hammered. That is the perfect snare. Every snare should sound like that snare, the piccolo snare. That's the perfect snare. Might not have worked in your track though, Inti. Jay is up. This guy's track went down fucking a storm last week. Yancy says he made that track in about 5 hours. Is he connected to you then, Ravex? Do you know him well? I'm sure. Yeah, Inti with enough gated reverb it would have been. What's Lindsay saying no to? The snare. Yeah, in my opinion, again, opinions are just like bumholes, don't get made too often in public. Then on the muffled side, this one. Yeah, totally, in my opinion, that's how every snare should sound. I think that's how System of a Down snare should sound, regardless. I'm actually on the hunt at the moment for snares. I'm using the ESX as a live percussion box. Yeah, it is a bit muddy. Muddy McMudderson, as DJ James would say. Honestly, as Kay's words the entire way through the night, comments throughout the night, has contained the word diarrhea. Oh, okay, so Yanti's going to give us a little bit of feedback on Ravex. He has been an amazing friend and we grew together musically. We learn a lot from each other, me a bit more from him, but we constantly keep each other updated on creations and help each other. That's excellent. Yes, Yanti, you could learn a lot from this guy. You know, music comes naturally to some people, and some people, you know, have to work at it a little bit harder. It strikes me that the music just flows out of that man, and that's like Warren, you know. Go and learn as much as you can from these people, soak them up like a sponge. Yeah, sort out the McMudderson, bring up some levels a little bit, and this is going to be a nice track. Almost like the old acid, London Acid City style stuff. Ooh, Verdroid says you've just added the ESX for CF5. Okay, what samples are you using for snares? What send them over. Send a few over. Have you got the ESX editor? I do not. Kate says he's got away with the dust off it. To be fair, I've had this electrode for nearly 2 years now. And yeah, it's been the first time that I've started to use it. Yeah, Rando agreed. Everything that's been said, love this, just wish I could pick the sounds out better. Absolutely. Which is... Okay, so Jay informs me it's JS Bagra. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I wasn't last week. COVID Dodger. And get the editor, okay? Apparently it's loads easier. Everything that's been, I wish I could pick out the sounds a little bit better. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Totally agree with you. The track underneath it is great. Bouncy, acidy, old techno-y, like it. As it stands, it's sitting around a 7. If I could hear it more, it would, you know. How old is it? 13 hours ago, Jesus Christ. Like what you've got there, would like to hear it a bit more clearer. Great movement in the track though. Yeah, Kel says great track, just needs a little bit of mastering. Totally agree, totally agree, totally agree. Ooh, it's a good thing we don't agree on everything, because if we agreed on everything, it'd be a really boring fucking group of people. Oh yes, I like that. That's lovely. Okay, so this is the guy who just sent me a shot of his bollocks! Kay says he's downloaded a pack. Yeah, I've got some packs somewhere. I just thought you might have some special ones. You might have added some stuff too. DJ Drivey, ladies and gentlemen. The guy sent me a picture of his bollocks! Just want to reiterate that. Get the feeling it's gonna bang. Okay. I know this man is an EMX user. Yeah, and I thought he was sending me like an update on his track or something when he said check your messages. Nope, testicle shot. I did not inquire, I did not look any further, I got on with the show. I brushed it aside with gay abandonment and just went on with the show like I should, like a good clown does, god damn it! Apparently, it says 200 BPM, it says... Oh, I got coffee. I'll just check that, John. I can confirm that my pad says 202, no, 201, 20. Yep, 200 BPM. It's like almost like an inverted kick. Stereo Ripe says feels like it's going to get mental. I hope so. Thank you, Fatty. It's probably all the coffee. Yeah, I was right. EMX and a Chaos Pad. I've just become his 77th subscriber, providing it takes hold. Long transition. It's fucking 5-minute long track. just fucking crumbled and then ran out the door. Happy hardcore? No, I mean, like, it's not really the hardcore. Not happy. David Johnson's given it an 8, and so is Count Islam. Rojoy says, lovely advertising for the Air Max. Korg set to release something that everybody thought was going to be a groove box. Stereo Ripe says, would like a breakbeat part. It bangs low. Yes, it does indeed. I remember your profile picture from last week. I can't remember your track. Memory is shocking. 10 Mil says, this shit sounds ripped. Yeah, you know, it's an acquired taste. It's like caviar, don't you know? Like it, would like to see a better kick on it. It'd probably be a completely different matter if there was a rig, if I was in front of that rig and you were playing it live. You know, if there were might have been some ecstasy tablets involved, I might have been, you know, a little bit more into it. If there was some speed involved, I would have been into it for days. If there was some ketamine involved, I'd have been into it for 10 minutes before I crumbled to a heap on the floor. If there was some LSD involved in it, I would have made sounds up in my head. Anyway, great track. Gonna give you I want to give you an 8, so maybe we'll give you an 8. Oh, Morgan, you're up next. Morgan, are you still with us? It's delusional
Whether
at this
you run
point.
a very
Shut
small
up!
business.
Ooh. Those are not the sounds I expect to hear piping out from a Morgan Juniper truck. 136? Chilled after day 1 of Clownfest. Yeah, apparently Morgan went after Clownfest. Morgan has been very productive. After all of them as well, I believe. Which is great. This is nice. Case from working hard and able to. Are you going live, mate, or are you recording your set? I have asked in the group. I'm going to farm that tomorrow and make the necessary adjustments my end so that I can hassle you again to find out whether you're streaming or not. Oh, Morgan, this is lovely. Oh God, stop it! Two more have been added to the goddamn list. Did say 3-hour show. Thought you were going to destroy them beautiful, Morgan, and you didn't. That was, as 10 Mil said, beautiful. But brilliant. Unexpected. Very Crystal Method, very Crystal Method. Oh, I didn't close it. Morgan, I like you, my man, I like you. Oh, Jim, like this has a waterfall vibe. I love it when music creates. Somebody said sometimes, a while back, that the kick sounded like a comfy armchair. I think it was Lynn's. And then somebody said, oh, I need a techno environment. Would you totally get what that meant? Morgan, this is good. Bird Bass has just joined us on Twitch. How's it going? You've joined us for the last about 6 tracks of the evening. And at the moment we're listening to Morgan... Stop it! At the moment, we're listening to Morgan Juniper and saying, wow, Morgan, that was a lovely track. I'm going to give you a straight up 9 for that. That was beautiful. Did not expect that at all. Did not expect that at all. Can we have more of that stuff, please, Morgan? That was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. But this bit here was very unexpected. The drop, boom, just kind of silence. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But I wasn't following the track. I was trying to look around the screens and stuff. But that was a bit of a shock. Other than that, awesome track, man. Awesome track. Okay, so no. We almost skipped one. Wait for it. I'm gonna big this guy up a little bit. Like I say, for ages he was tagging me and stuff, and I'm like, good track, but you'll get more response from the URL. And it took me a while to drag him over here, but he put a track in maybe 2 months ago, something like that, and it blew the fucking roof off. It really, really did. This is Celt Islam. This dude fucking rocks out with his cock out, honestly. So I built him up enough. I do fucking hope that it lives up to it. Enjoy. Piano 2 says, I remember the last one. How could you not? what this track's about. Aggression, attitude. Somebody said straight up 9. Yeah, agreed. It could be more. It's definitely very, very full. Very complex in places. Oh, virgin. Borderline. Too much. Tune and I. Yeah, Zen. I agree. Comes in at about 147 again. I push it up a bit to 160 if it was me. Just because that's where the energy is, I'm telling you. Thank you very much for putting stuff into the URL. Your stuff is very unique with a lot of hints to influences as well. Really like the structure of your songs, the way you present them over, and the quality, crystal quality with which you have put it together. For me, that was another track of the night, simply because it had pace, it had aggression and attitude, and but those things are coming from the right place, you know. As Tim Mill says, fire. Callum would like to see a little bit of a bigger kick on it. I can kind of agree with that. All right, Faddy, you're up next, my man. I've seen you in the chat the last 3 minutes, so I know you're in. Okay, we don't see too much from you, guy. Yeah, I did think that as I heard the intro, Faddy. Hard to go after something like that. You wouldn't want to put, like, that was main act, you know, so now you are breathing space, and we're entering into it nicely. I have to turn you up just a tiny little bit. You are going to rise, though. Let's try that. Yes, Barry, indeed, each to his own, you know. This is it. Oh, it's a private track as well. You have just picked up another follower. Oh, Callum, hair's raised on the back of my neck. That is such a good sign. 10 mils, giving it a 10, and Joy's giving it a 9. I'm so shocked, you know? Kay likes his fucking Fast in the Land of beating you around the face with music, and then is loving this. Darren Cole says, I want to add it, but it's a private submission. Bad Faddy. Faddy, make it public. Also, let Darren remix it. It's begging for some drums, my man. It is begging for some drums. Lovely, lovely sound. Lovely, lovely sound. Soundscapey, nice. I can imagine it in some sort of space movie as the spacecraft's just about to like meet up with the aliens or dock somewhere, you know? Great piece, mood piece of music. As a track, I mean, it's not really a track. It's more like a piece. Sounded great. But like it's not a pounding track that I can, you know, get behind, and so for me it's probably going to sit like somewhere like a 707, because I like tracks, I really do. That sounded like it was, you know, movie score. Nothing wrong with sounding movie score at all. Rando gave it a 9. Faddy, please put some more stuff in. Jim says great textures and gives it a 9. See, people were loving it. So yeah, please put some more in. Like literally, I think you've put in like twice before. It's ridiculous. Put more in. See, these people are in the thread. People are liking your tracks, man. They're giving you 8s and 9s, and they're saying they would like to add you. And I know for a fact that Darren Cole would like to remix you. So sort it out. Okay, this dude you can catch at Clownfest. 10 mil, ladies and gentlemen. Some Electron kit, Chaos pad, Novation, might be a base station as well, 303. Yes, I saw that. I think I got yes, Tim, it does seem low. What is this? Is this a rip from a live stream? How did you stream it? What did you use to stream it? And where did you stream it to? Is it a recording of the stream? Oh, ow. Hansu, Faddy, can you share your SoundCloud link, please? No problem, Morgan. You catch you later. Thank you very much for your contribution to the show this evening. Yeah, John, the low end is massive compared to everything else. I'm about to turn everything down. As soon as that kick came in, I had to fucking ramp my levels down. Zen agreed, it does sound a little bit more like a noodle. How the boxes that he's got handles sequences, so I don't know what he's using as a brain. Yeah, Barry, experimental live, yeah, absolutely. Jasper stand. Same stands I use, Jasper stands. like he's getting interrupted by wife and kids at the moment. Ah, Corona. Oh, watch out. I'm spreading it. Okay, Tim, yeah. Nice track. It did sound a little bit quiet. Again, it depends on where and how you were. Darren Cole says, well, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I would like to see a little bit more structure though. It feels like you're running 4-bar loops. Maybe I don't know how you're sequencing things either, whether you've got a brain and how long that brain is to be able to sequence loops. I know you're doing it all within the hardware. But yeah, I'm gonna give you like a 707 on that one. It did sound a little bit muffled and a touch quiet, but again, that could be how you're streaming it. And did you record it? Was it, you know, let me just move on whilst I see what Tim says. Oh, it's a nice short video from John this time. Two weeks. Anyway. Yeah, see, the Electron is only 4 bars long. That's the digitax and stuff. I know, but that's very limiting. And I know Armando does most of his stuff within that 4-bar loop on most of the sequencing things he's got, and I think that's fucking insane. This is pumping for Volkers. We were talking cents. Piano Teapot's got a deluge in his sights. I don't blame you. Oh, this is going to give me a great reason to talk about Volkers. Let's just wait until this finishes. Oh, we're going to go deep on the Volkers, like we're going deep on the side chance. Avril says you can change patterns on Digitac. I use 2 to 8 patterns on my Digitac, and you can use 8 MIDI tracks to bring elements in and out. Yeah, it's all about structure. Yeah, and what your brain is capable of doing, but there's no brain here. It's literally, these are 4 bars long. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And any change to the music is being done by John himself. Nice roll element on the drum there. This too, but this is a great talk about Volkers, or it's going to give me a great reason to talk about Volkers. That was very good use of very minimal kit. Very, very good use of minimal kit. It sounded lovely. The Volcas sound great. That's not my gripe with them at all. The track itself sounded lovely. I'm probably going to be a bit harsh with your scores, probably because you're using Volcas, and that's, you know, my prejudice, not yours. I'm going to give you an 808 on that. It was very, very good. Limited kit. Right, now here is my gripe with the Volcas. Let's say that there are, what? Let's just count them out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say there's potentially 6 there. Right? So let's say you bought them new because they're cheap at £140 each. £840. £840. You're then in the realm of Electron kit. Darren Cole, I enjoyed it very, very much. Very, very much. The problem I have with Volcas, and like, they're a nice starter off synth, but the ceiling of the noise you hit pretty soon, you know? And like, okay, so I know what it can do, and within that it sounds pretty good, but like, you hit the floor really, you know, the ceiling really, really quickly. Unless you've got a brain, the E2 or the EMX or something, firing off others, you know, MIDI signals to it to make the sequences longer, you are ridiculously limited. And that was great, but it is, again, just another one of those, it rolls. The evolution of it is not as precise. There's no real peaks and troughs, which you can do with those things, but they are ridiculously limited within the 4-bar spectrum. Right, but anyway, I absolutely love that 808 on it. You know, the acid line was good. Great use of the Volca drum there with the roll on the drum. The Volca sample is possibly the only Volca that I agree with. I still think that the Volca drum is a deconstructed ER Electribe, and the Nubass is a bass with a tube in it. And like Korg are making money, like absolute money off of these things. And the problem is, like I say, you know, you buy those new, that's 840 quid. If you'd have saved, like, let's say it took you a year, because, you know, just fucking put that money away. I'm saving for a Hydrosynth at the moment, you know, and I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, you know, but I'm getting there. And, you know, buying they are a great entry level. They are a great entry level synth, but you will literally, within about 6 months to a year, you'll find that roof, that ceiling, and it, you know. Anyway, I am going to move on before, and I've fallen into most of the Volca traps. I really, really have. Oh, two tracks to the end. Excellent. Ah, stereo ripe again. Ah, oh, that's you, Reese. Oh, hello, some rave. That is as loud as I can get it, so I'm going to shut up.
Signal from Tiger Bay. No lights. No lights, engineer. No lights. No lights, engineer. No lights. No lights, engineer. Is somebody smoking ganja?
Hansu is off. No problem, my man. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Yeah, JDXI is appealing to me as well, because I can get it into the MX1. No, people are chatting, John. It's just... Yeah, people are chatting. I wouldn't be surprised if the chat's fucked. They hate me. Right, the one thing I'm going to say about this one is levels. Tame your levels. At the moment, you got spikes, lots of spikes. But yeah, digging the jam, old rave. Don't want to turn that up just in case you bring that vocal back in.
Is somebody smoking ganja?
It's like Alternate's first tune. Yeah, that's loud as fuck. Check your levels, my man. Check your levels.
No lights, engineer. No lights. No lights, engineer.
Crikey.
No lights. No lights, engineer.
And a tiny touch of delay on those.
Signal from Tiger Bay. No lights. No lights, engineer. No lights. No lights, engineer. No lights.
Kel says has potential, could be a banger. Yeah, it's very early in its stages as a track. But yes, it has a vibe, definitely. Tighten up, it could be better. Rando says, can everyone stop talking about Hydrosynth? Hydrosynth, Jupiter XM, or System 8. It's one of those three. Cal, I'll agree with you. Old school style, a good 7.8 for creativity. Yeah, absolutely. Done live as well by the look of it, on hardware. Just needs your levels sorting out a little bit. He says, I did record straight off the JDXi into a Zoom handy recorder. Yeah, not the most, you know. But yeah, interesting little track. You've got, you've definitely got the idea there of the track. It just sounds a little bit early on in its evolution. Yes, sort the levels out a bit and try and get a bit more percussive work going on in there if you can. Hello, Pudge. We are, I believe it's Yenti, or I thought it was Yenti. Somebody just said Red Drev on SoundCloud. That's not quite how it works. So essentially, we've hit the end of the show. Oh, it has been 3 hours and nearly 20 minutes of the part 2 of Shout Out 4. Woohoo! And breathe a sigh of relief. Thank you all for joining me this evening. It has been a wonderful URL once again. It's nearly 11 o'clock, which is fucking insane. Can't go till 11 when we have guests in the studio. It's just rude. It's just rude. Anyway, I want to thank you all if you put a track in the show. I want to thank you all if you commented on this show or the last show or any show. If you shared the stream, I want to thank you even more. If you hit like and subscribe, I want to give you a big fat kiss and lick your face. It's a good job we're in lockdown because I can't. So yeah, weird collection of tracks this evening from like soundscapey. I don't think we had any hardcore tonight, not as such. Some techno-y kind of stuff, some beaty, breakbeaty kind of stuff. Cat, don't chew that. Thank you very much. So yeah. It has been wonderful to sit here and chat music for you for another 3 and what is nearly a half hours. So that means that there have been nearly 7 hours of music over this shout out 4. I'm going to see if I can get a video up on YouTube containing all of the tracks, because that's primarily what I wanted YouTube to do, was house all the tracks. That's why I was trying to put the shout out there, so that they could house the tracks there and all the tracks could be found easily, because wading through Facebook to find it is just a fucking nightmare. And then maybe I could go back and do all of them, but that's a hell of a big ass. But anyway. Right, Clownfest. The URL takes a break next week. There will be no shout out this coming Monday. The following Monday there will be a shout out. And then normal service will resume shortly after that. basically to give me a little bit of a rest and so that I can work on some Clownfesty stuff. I don't want to not be here on a Tuesday, but circumstances make it that I cannot be here on that Tuesday, so unfortunately we're going to move it on. You will still get 4 shows this month, don't you worry. Also, anybody who is playing for Clownfest, please let me know if you are recording or you are streaming your set. That is very, very important. I need to know this so that I can plan. I will be hassling you in the groups to find out whether you are streaming or recording your sets, because if I don't know what you're doing, then it's very, very difficult to do the things, isn't it? Right, we have definitely reached the end of the show. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. There will be another shout out this month, don't you worry. We are just holding tight for a week. It has been a pleasure. I will see you not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after for more of this shenanigans. I wonder what kind of music, excuse me, we get put in next shout out. Whether it will be a techno show, a breakbeat show, a disco show, who knows? Breakcore, who knows what we'll get? Right, I am off, people. I will see you very, very soon. But I won't see you next Tuesday. Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. Right, I'm going to leave you with me, Dynamic Intervention, and the War Minstrel. This is us remixing Pressure.